This is Lyle Fass, and welcome to the No Spoof Zone. And we have one of the poster childs for unspoof-related wine here. We have a wine from the Jura, which is a region near Switzerland in France, and it is wine geek paradise here. You know, weird grapes, weird ways of making the wine, strange processes, eccentric winemakers. The Jura is heaven for wine geeks. And today we have Domaine de la Tournelle, which I confess I've had one taste of. I don't remember a thing about it. This is going to be a new experience for me and you. And the wine we have today is called Terre De Gryphees, which a little birdie told me earlier is made from Chardonnay. And I do want to say one thing. It is imported by Jenny and Francois Worldwide Selections, and they are a specialist in the importation of natural wines from France, amongst other places. So let's get to it. One thing I should say also, in the Jura, there are two styles of Chardonnay. There is Chardonnay that is purposely oxidized, which means in the raising up of the wine, oxygen is let into it. So the finished product has a materized nose, kind of like something like you would taste in a Materon, nutty, oxidized, but the taste is completely fresh. I have no idea if this is materized or the other style, which is just normal Burgundian élevage, which is usually in oak, new, old, and goes to malolactic fermentation. Not to use too many complex terms. This is in the second style. This is definitely not oxidized. Beautiful nose, really, really beautiful nose. Very, very mineral and precise, but it still has that kind of Chardonnay puppy love, I guess you could describe it. You know, Chardonnay, there's always that kind of like, I'm Chardonnay, hear me roar thing going on, and it's got that. But the minerality is really compelling, you know. I don't think you could possibly have a Jura wine that doesn't have huge minerality to it, or earth, or anything like that. That's why we wine geeks love it. We're really into those non-fruit aromas, you know. And it's very, very subtle too, and very nuanced. Beautiful, beautiful nose. Very, very impressed. Oh, and the vintage, because they write it on the back in really small letters to confuse the heck out of all of us, is the 2004. And the region is actually, within the Jura, is called Arbois. Wow. Why am I saying wow? Usually I say wow because I'm bowl over, and I'm pretty bowl over, because that has beautiful, beautiful complexity to it. I mean, 2004, so it's had 5 years, 6 years in the bottle, so you can definitely get a little bit of the complexity from aging, but what I mean by complexity is differentiation of flavors, 5 or 6 things coming at you on your palate at the same time. Wow, there's lots of mineral, there's perfectly ripe Chardonnay fruit, and not that it's overripe and cloying or anything like that. You get kind of more green apple skins, things like that. Oh, wow, and it's got amazing cling. You can see my mouth is doing all these uncontrollable things. That's because the wine, I'm almost chewing it. It's got great cling and density. The structure is there. It's wonderful. I mean, this is like, you know, Premier Cru White Burgundy for a song. And the finish is just dazzling. And there's a laser-like focus and intensity to this wine. It is beautiful. For me, a little tirade here, I think some of the best value Chardonnays in the world come from the Jura. There is just no question about it. But unfortunately, because of the oxidized, non-oxidized thing, and a little bit of the inconsistency of some of the bottlings, bottle variation via the practices of organic, biodynamic, natural, it scares some people. But it shouldn't. The Jura is a wonderful, wonderful place. Wow, that nose is dynamite. I mean, just the minerality and the nuances of the minerality are fantastic. Fantastic, I cannot complain. And this has structure that I think enables it to age for around 10 to 15 more years. And it leaves that wonderful kind of chewy, salivating impression. You know, this is Pavlovian wine, I guess you could say. Absolutely brilliant, and something that I can definitely recommend to people who love Chardonnay, people who love natural natural wine, people who love Jura wine, people who love trying something different. This is absolutely a superstar wine. And a Chardonnay that the No Spook Zone likes. That's a good day, isn't it? Signing off, this is Lyle Fass.